With 5 seasons behind and a 6th one expected to premiere in early 2022, Better Call Saul has become a very loved show over the years. Just like any other show out there, this one also has its fair share of bloopers throughout the 5 seasons. Messing up lines and joking around are just a small part of them. But if you want to see the funniest bloopers from all seasons of Better Call Saul, then keep watching. Number 20. You know that feeling when you forget you have your headphones on and you try to stand up and immediately get pulled back by the wire? Well, almost the same thing happened to Bob when he needed to make a call on a payphone, but ended up taking the entire phone with him as he walked away. Number 19. Remember that scene where Marco tries to do a trick with a dollar bill and a bottle of beer? Well, behind the scenes, this simple scene took quite a few shots to get filmed. The actor Mel Rodriguez had some trouble doing the trick, and when he finally did it, he still failed since he knocked over something else. Number 18. Mike is, without a doubt, one of the best characters of the show alongside Saul. He's a hitman, private investigator, and a cleaner all in one. So when you ask Mike to eliminate someone, he does it. In this scene in particular, when he's supposed to eliminate a man lying on the floor, the man quickly acted like he was shot before Mike even took out the gun. His confused face mouthing what happened is the perfect reaction to this hilarious blooper. Number 17. Mike holding Saul down on the ground and telling him to be quiet doesn't come as a shock to us. We all know what Mike is capable of. In the scene, while he's holding him down, the actor who plays Mike, Jonathan Banks, gently slaps Bob, who plays Saul, and continues to smile while the rest of the crew together with Bob burst into laughter.
Shut up. Shut up. That doesn't work.
Number 16. In this scene where Jimmy and Kim are in a hospital and Jimmy starts arguing with the nurse about the light, his shirt sleeve gets caught on the nurse's stethoscope. The nurse, however, stayed in character the entire time and finished her scene. It wasn't until she left the room that everyone started laughing about the mistake that happened. Number 15. The first ever blooper of Season 2 is where Saul watches the final moments of the Breaking Bad TV show where Walter dies. Saul makes a joke about it being a joke and that he wants to sue the man who made this. Once he said that, the executive producer of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, Vince Gilligan's name pops up on the TV. Number 14. Right when Saul and Kim were supposed to have a moment together on screen, Saul goes to join Kim on the couch when the couch starts moving and creates a crack in between. Bob manages to fall directly into that crack or hole as the couch continues to move and makes more and more space between the other couch. Number 13. Jonathan is an actor who stays quite calm and serious when it comes to filming a scene, even when a huge bug flies next to him. In a scene where Mike hugs his daughter-in-law, he immediately notices a huge bee flying around him, and instead of panicking, he stays calm and simply commented on how big the bee was.
Fucking bee, brother. That's a big-ass bee.
Number 12. Remember what we just said about Jonathan staying calm, right? Well, it appears that one person can make him break character and laugh, and that's Bob. While they were filming a scene together, Bob kept messing his lines while Jonathan just stood there with a serious face. After Bob messed up his lines a few times, Jonathan couldn't keep in the laughter any longer.
I would have done the exact same thing. Sorry. It's so fun. Because he's...
Number 11. When it comes to working with kids, you have to be careful of how you act and talk. This is why Jonathan and his on-screen granddaughter had an agreement that each time Jonathan curses, he would give $1. In this blooper, we can see both of them messing around when he accidentally curses and immediately goes to give $1 out of his pocket. Number 10. Bob is the main character of the show, and it's only fair that he's the one to mess up the most on camera. In a few bloopers, we can see him messing up his tie, and on another, we can see him not being able to fit a cup in his car's cup holder, if there even is one. And another one is of him not being able to fully get his lines correctly multiple times in a row. Number 9. One thing that all actors do when they mess up is to curse. Whether it's a simple mistake, a forgotten line, or even a fall, they all have the same coping mechanism, which is cursing. Once they get it all out, they try again and again, but in the end, all of this makes one great set of bloopers.
What?
Shit. Go again. Fuck you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Want to get another one?
Number 8. We must admit, climbing over a wall is hard, so when actor Patrick Fabian does it with a straight face while having trouble climbing over it, we can't help but laugh. and after he managed to somehow do it, he proceeded to walk in the wrong direction and then turn back, all while still keeping a character even when he knew this would be a blooper. Number 7. A lot of the time when we see bloopers or even behind-the-scenes footage, we constantly see the crew members rearranging the scene. Whether that's cleaning windows or adding some finishing touches, it all matters in that last, final cut, but some crew members decide to do this as soon as the scene has begun filming. Number 6. While all bloopers are hilarious and unplanned, this one was definitely planned by all the cast and crew members so they can surprise Patrick Fabian on his birthday. He thought he was filming a scene, and as he went to knock on the door, the entire cast opened it, surprising him with a cake and yelling happy birthday. Number 5. Do you remember the scene where Jimmy got the job in sales but ended up turning it down and giving the two men a big speech? Well, in a blooper, we get to see as Jimmy leaves and the two men start joking and speaking in a high-pitched voice, saying how no one turns down their job offer. Also, there's another blooper where they end up messing up their lines when they congratulate Jimmy on the job, and it took them quite a few takes to get it just right.
You get back here now! Nobody walk out of sniff, copiers, and says, we're suckers, you're the sucker.
Number 4. Forgetting where you're supposed to go, it's quite usual while filming, and lucky for us, there are a few bloopers of the cast of Better Call Saul, where they end up bumping into the camera. The first one is of Bob hitting the camera while delivering mail, the second one has Rhea forgetting which direction she has to go and going straight to the camera, and the last one is Jonathan and Giancarlo jokingly walking towards the camera, making it seem like they were gonna hit it. Number 3. Sometimes even introducing yourself can become an issue while filming, and Bob had trouble finishing his lines after he introduced himself as Saul Goodman. He tried a few times with some small cruising along the way, and eventually he succeeded.
I'm Saul Goodman, and I believe. Yes, begin.
You're who?
Saul Goodman.
Number 2. So when you try to film a serious scene, you expect complete silence, right? Well, in this scene, where Gus and Mike try to make a deal, all of a sudden, we hear goats in the background making it impossible to film. Even though Giancarlo stayed completely in character, the entire scene had to be reshooted due to the goats.
You've met them.
Number 1. One of the funniest bloopers from the 5th season has to be this one where Jonathan tries to get rid of a fly. In a scene where Mike and Jimmy talk in a car, a fly comes inside the car and goes directly at Jonathan, landing on his face a few times. He tries to stay in character, but the fly is too annoying at the end. On a related note, we wanted to know, what is your favorite blooper from Better Call Saul so far? Let us know in the comment section below. If you'd like to see more amazing videos such as this one, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.